Phone screen time. How much is enough for your health? Welcome everyone back to my channel, where we explore the hidden facets of modern life and discover ways to live healthier, happier lives every day. Today, we're going to directly address a friend that perhaps all of us are clutching onto every single minute, from morning till night, and that is the smartphone. It has dramatically changed our lives, connecting us to the world, bringing countless conveniences and knowledge. But at the same time, it's also posing a big question. A question that, if left unanswered, could seriously affect our health, relationships, and even our future. Phone screen time. How much is enough for your health? Have you ever felt unable to tear your eyes away from your phone screen, even for a few minutes? Do you find yourself unconsciously picking up your phone to check it, even without notifications? Or have you ever missed precious moments with family and friends just because you were engrossed in the virtual world on your phone? If you nodded to any of those questions, you're not alone. According to a recent report by Statista, the average American adult spends about 5 to 6 hours per day on their mobile phone, not including time on tablets and other devices. This number is even higher for young people, especially General Z, at about 7 to 8 hours per day. Quite astonishing, isn't it? It's equivalent to us spending nearly a third of our waking hours looking at a small screen. But is that amount enough? Or is it exceeding the safe limit for our health? We won't just talk about obvious harms like eye strain and neck pain, but also delve into deeper impacts on the brain, psychology, sleep, and social relationships. We'll examine this issue from a scientific perspective, with specific statistics, relatable real-life examples, and practical advice to help you find balance. Master your phone, and not let it master you. The downside of convenience, unexpected impacts on health. The smartphone, despite offering countless benefits, is like a double-edged sword. If not used properly, it can cause unexpected harm, especially when we spend too much time on it. First, we must mention its impacts on physical health. Staring at a phone screen for long periods, especially in low light, reduces our blinking rate. Normally, we blink about 15 to 20 times per minute. But when looking at a screen, this frequency can drop to just 5 to 7 times per minute. According to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, this leads to dry eyes, eye strain, blurred vision, and even headaches, which are particularly common among young people and middle-aged adults. For example, a young student spends hours scrolling through TikTok or watching movies on her phone before bed, then wakes up the next morning with red, irritated eyes, affecting her ability to concentrate in class. Additionally, when we crane our necks to look at our phones, the pressure on the cervical spine can significantly increase. An adult head weighs about 4.5 to 5.5 kilograms. But when you tilt your head 15 degrees, the pressure on your neck increases to the equivalent of 12 kilograms. And at a 60-degree tilt, the pressure can be up to 27 kilograms, almost the weight of an 8-year-old child. According to a study published in Surgical Technology International, this syndrome causes chronic neck, shoulder, and upper back pain, headaches, and can lead to early spinal degeneration, very common among middle-aged office workers and even students. Furthermore, the blue light emitted from phone screens, especially in the evening, suppresses the production of melatonin, the sleep-inducing hormone. This alters the body's natural circadian rhythm, making it difficult for us to fall asleep and leading to poorer quality sleep. According to a National Sleep Foundation survey, nearly 90% of American adults use electronic devices before bed, and 75% of them admit they have difficulty sleeping. Finally, Spending too much time on the phone means we move less, which directly leads to an increased risk of weight gain, obesity, and related diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease. Next, let's look at its impacts on mental and psychological health. Constant exposure to information on social media, especially glamorous images of others' perfect lives, can create significant psychological pressure, leading to feelings of envy, low self-esteem, and anxiety. According to the American Psychological Association, APA, excessive social media use is linked to an increased rate of depression and anxiety in adolescents and young adults. Especially the FOMO, fear of missing out, effect, which makes us constantly check our phones to ensure we're not missing any information or events. Besides, constant notifications from phones keep our brains in a state of distraction, making it difficult to focus on one task for a long time. Scientists at Microsoft found that the average human attention span has dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to 8 seconds in 2013, even lower than that of a goldfish, 9 seconds. This severely affects our ability to learn, work efficiently, and solve problems. A middle-aged person is trying to complete an important report, but every 5 minutes they are distracted by a message chime, an email, ding, or a news app notification, making the work take longer and the quality decline. Although phones connect us to the virtual world, they can cause isolation in the real world. When everyone in a family, during a meal, is glued to their phone instead of talking directly, relationships gradually become loose. Elders have a saying, "The beetle quid starts the conversation," referring to the importance of direct communication to foster affection. But now, the phone is breaking that. Finally, similar to other forms of addiction, phone addiction activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, creating a temporary feeling of euphoria. This makes us want to use the phone more to maintain that feeling. When separated from their phone, addicts may feel anxious, restless, irritable, nomophobia, the fear of being without a phone. These impacts are not threats, but scientific facts. Elders have a saying, "Prevention is better than cure." And in this case, recognizing the risks of excessive phone use is the first step to protecting our health and happiness. How much is enough? Seeking scientific advice and personal balance. So, what is the magic number for phone use that is enough not to harm your health? Unfortunately, there isn't a specific number that fits everyone, as each individual has different needs and living environments. However, health professionals and psychologists have provided general recommendations and principles that we can refer to. For young people under 18, the American Academy of Pediatrics, AAP, recommends that recreational screen time be limited to less than 2 hours per day, not including time spent studying or doing homework. During this stage, children's brains are developing rapidly, and excessive screen exposure can affect concentration, language development, social skills, and sleep. Studies also indicate that excessive phone use in children is linked to a higher risk of obesity, depression, and anxiety. For example, a 12-year-old boy spends 3 hours a day playing games on his phone after school. He starts having trouble sleeping, is often irritable, and his grades decline. His parents set a rule allowing only 1 hour of gaming per day and encouraged him to participate in extracurricular activities. As for adults and middle-aged individuals, many mental health professionals suggest that spending about 2 to 3 hours per day on mobile phones, outside of work or study purposes, is a level you can consider to maintain mental and physical health. Although there's no fixed number, The important thing is that you are aware of your usage time and feel it does not negatively impact your real life. Purposeful phone use, such as for work communication, learning, or controlled entertainment, can bring benefits. However, exceeding this threshold, we easily fall into a cycle of distraction, social comparison, and the harms mentioned earlier. A golden rule here is quality over quantity, and purposeful use. It's not just how many minutes, but what you use your phone for and how. Spending 30 minutes learning a new skill on Coursera is vastly different from spending 30 minutes aimlessly scrolling through Facebook news feeds. Ask yourself every time you pick up your phone, what do I intend to do with this phone? What is my purpose? If the answer is, just to see what's new, or kill time, then that could be a sign of unconscious use. Elders have a saying, eat enough, dress warm, implying that quality and sufficiency are important, not necessarily too much. The same applies to phone use. You don't need a lot of time, but make sure that time brings real value to you. Finally, listen to your body and mind. Instead of just looking at numbers, pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel tired, stressed, or uncomfortable after using your phone? Is your sleep affected? Do you feel like you're missing out on important things in the real world? Your body and mind are the best signals to indicate whether you are using your phone excessively. If you feel any negative signs, it's time to adjust. Finding balance is a personal journey, requiring self-awareness and discipline. But when you find the right threshold for yourself, you will find your life becoming much more meaningful and fulfilling. Concrete actions: mastering your phone, understanding the harms and knowing how much is enough is only half the battle. More importantly, we must act, turning this knowledge into positive changes in our daily lives. Here are specific, easy-to-implement actions you can apply immediately, whether you are young or middle-aged. First, check your phone screen time. Most smartphones nowadays have a screen time feature on iOS or digital well-being on Android. Check this feature to know exactly how much time you've spent on your phone and on each specific app. This is the first step to identifying the problem, just as you need to know your illness to find the cure. You might be surprised by the actual numbers. Then, set time limits for individual apps. Use the app time limit feature available on your phone or third-party apps to set limits for the most addictive apps, e.g. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. When the time limit is up, the app will automatically lock, forcing you to pause, helping you avoid getting caught in an endless loop of scrolling. Another extremely important action is to turn off unnecessary notifications. Turn off all non-essential notifications from apps, except truly necessary ones like important messages, calls. Every notification is a disruption, an invitation to pick up your phone. Turning off notifications significantly reduces distractions and gives you better control of your time. Additionally, create no phone zones and phone-free times. Designate areas in your home where phone use is not allowed, e.g. bedroom, dining table, and establish specific periods during the day when you won't use your phone, e.g. 1 hour before bed, during family meals, when talking face-to-face with others. This helps you create escape spaces and times from screens to focus on more important things in the real world. Elders have a saying, eat with your eyes, sit with respect, meaning to focus on what's in front of you and respect the person you're with. Putting your phone down during meals or conversations shows that respect. Don't forget to replace bad habits with good habits. When you feel the urge to pick up your phone unconsciously, replace it with another healthier activity. For example, instead of scrolling through Facebook, Read a few pages of a book. Or instead of playing games, take a walk around the neighborhood. Replacing habits helps you gradually break the addiction cycle and build activities that bring real value to your life. Another small tip is to charge your phone away from your bed. Don't charge your phone right next to your bed. Instead, charge it in another room, or in a distant corner of the bedroom. This eliminates the temptation to check your phone first thing in the morning or last thing at night, helping you get better sleep and start your day refreshed. Finally, use technology to control technology. In addition to built-in features, you can download apps that help control phone usage. For example, Forest, Quality Time, Freedom. These apps can block distracting apps or track your usage time. These are powerful tools to help you practice self-discipline, especially when you're just starting out. And if possible, establish screen-free days. Try to dedicate at least one day a week, e.g. Sunday, to not using your phone or other screen devices, except in emergencies. This is a great way to recharge your brain, help you reconnect with the real world, with nature, with loved ones, and explore other activities. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate phones from our lives, but to control them, so that they become a tool that serves us, rather than a master that controls us. Elders have a saying, "The tool is in the hand of the user," meaning that a tool is good or bad depending on how it's used. The smartphone is the same. It can be a great tool, but also a major obstacle, depending on how you use it. Boosting mental energy, smart nutrition for a sharp mind. In addition to controlling phone screen time, nourishing the body with a proper diet is a key factor for a sharp mind. Enhanced concentration, and counteracting the negative effects of screen exposure. Our brain requires a steady supply of energy and nutrients to function efficiently. If not adequately supplied, you'll easily feel tired, have difficulty concentrating, and even be irritable, especially for young people who are studying and working intensely, along with middle-aged individuals facing the risk of age-related cognitive decline. Prioritizing brain nutrition is extremely crucial. Here are easy-to-find, easy-to-prepare foods suitable for a busy life, and their specific benefits for memory, concentration, and energy. 1. Berries. Antioxidant, brain food. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, cherries, are not only delicious but also superfoods for the brain. They are particularly rich in anthocyanins, a powerful antioxidant. Anthocyanins can cross the blood-brain barrier, helping to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain, thereby improving communication between nerve cells and enhancing blood flow to the brain. Studies have shown that regular berry consumption can improve short-term and long-term memory, learning ability, and slow down age-related cognitive decline. For example, a Harvard University study found that women who regularly ate berries had a slower rate of cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years compared to those who did not. To incorporate them into your diet, you can add berries to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies for breakfast, or eat them directly as a healthy dessert. Note: people with diabetes need to monitor the natural sugar content in fruits, so consume in moderation. 2. Fatty fish, omega-3, lubricant, for the brain. Salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, are true stars when it comes to brain health. They are abundant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA and EPA. DHA is a major structural component of brain cell membranes, playing a crucial role in maintaining membrane flexibility and signal transmission between nerve cells. EPA has strong anti-inflammatory effects, helping to protect the brain from damage. Omega-3s in general improve blood flow to the brain, enhance the production of neurotransmitters, thereby boosting memory, learning ability, and reducing the risk of neurological diseases like Alzheimer's and depression. Elders have a saying, "Eating fish makes you clever," referring to how eating fish helps with intelligence. It's recommended to eat fatty fish at least twice a week by baking, steaming, pan frying, or making tuna salad. Note: people with a history of seafood allergies should avoid it. Pregnant and breastfeeding women should choose fish with low mercury content. 3. Dark leafy greens. Diverse nutrients for a clear mind. Spinach, kale, broccoli, bok choy are unsung heroes for brain health. They contain high levels of vitamin K, lutein, folate, beta-carotene, and other antioxidants. Vitamin K is important for the formation of fats in brain cells necessary for cognitive function. Folate helps produce neurotransmitters and protects the brain from damage. Lutein and beta-carotene help protect eyes from the harmful effects of blue light from phone screens, while also supporting brain function. Try to include dark leafy greens in at least one meal each day, by stir-frying, boiling, making soup, salad, or adding to smoothies. Note: people on anticoagulant medication should consult their doctor about vitamin K intake. 4. Nuts and seeds, fueling up the brain. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds are rich sources of healthy fats, protein, fiber, and important vitamins and minerals such as magnesium, zinc, vitamin E, selenium. Magnesium plays a crucial role in regulating nerve function, energy production, and maintaining the stability of synapses. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, protecting brain cells from damage. Zinc is important for immune function and nerve signal transmission. You can carry a small handful of mixed nuts for a snack between meals, providing stable energy and helping maintain alertness. Or sprinkle nuts on yogurt, oatmeal, salads, or soups. Note: nuts can cause allergies in some people. Exercise caution if you have a history of allergies. 5. Eggs, protein, choline, and memory power. Eggs are a natural tonic, providing high-quality protein and being particularly rich in choline, an essential nutrient for brain health. Choline is a precursor to acetylcholine, a key neurotransmitter involved in memory, learning, and mood regulation. Adequate choline intake can significantly improve memory, especially important for young people studying intensely and middle-aged individuals looking to maintain mental sharpness. Protein in eggs helps maintain a feeling of fullness, preventing unhealthy snacking and providing sustained energy. Eggs can be prepared in many simple and quick ways, such as boiled eggs, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, omelets. 1 or 2 boiled eggs for breakfast or as a midday snack will help keep you energized and focused. Note: people with high cholesterol levels should consult their doctor about daily egg intake. Finally, never forget that water is vital for all bodily functions, including the brain. Even mild dehydration can reduce concentration, cause fatigue, and headaches. Drink 2 to 2.5 liters of water daily. Also, limit sugar and processed foods. They may provide instant energy but are followed by a rapid crash, causing fatigue and long-term negative impacts on brain performance. Maintain a regular eating schedule. Eating 3 main meals and 1 to 2 healthy snacks will help maintain stable blood sugar and provide continuous energy. Elders have a saying, "A healthy body, a peaceful mind," meaning that a healthy body and a peaceful mind are the foundation for working and living happily. Taking care of nutrition is securing the residence for our body and mind. Real-life stories and advice from those who have changed. To help you visualize the importance of managing phone screen time and nutrition more clearly, I want to share a few real-life stories from people who have succeeded in doing so. From young individuals to middle-aged adults. David's story. A young programmer in Silicon Valley. David was a talented programmer, but he always felt exhausted and unfocused. He spent an average of 8 to 10 hours daily looking at his computer screen and an additional 4 to 5 hours on his phone after work. Scrolling through social media, playing games, and watching videos. He often stayed up late, skipped meals, and only ate fast food. After listening to a podcast about the harms of excessive phone use, David decided to change. He installed a phone screen time tracking app, set a 2-hour limit for entertainment apps, turned off all unnecessary notifications, and charged his phone in the living room. He also started planning healthier meals, adding salmon, blueberries, and green vegetables to his daily diet. As a result, after 3 months, David felt much more energized. His eyes were no longer tired, and his neck pain significantly decreased. He slept better, and his concentration at work noticeably improved. David shared, "Controlling my phone and eating healthy has changed my life. I realized I have more time for things I truly love, like reading and exercising." Maria's story. A middle-aged teacher in Texas. Maria is a dedicated elementary school teacher, besides her job. She's also a busy mother of 3. Maria often used her phone to check school emails, find teaching materials, and communicate with parents. But she also had a habit of scrolling through Facebook and reading news for hours every evening to relax. Gradually, Maria started having insomnia, feeling anxious about everything, and her relationships with her husband and children also grew distant because she was always glued to her phone. She read an article about the harms of blue light and decided to adopt the 1-hour screen-free rule before bed, meaning no phone, computer, or TV for at least 1 hour before sleep. She also started placing her phone in a box on the dining table during every family meal and introduced a technology-free Saturday for the whole family. Regarding nutrition, Maria began to pay more attention to adding nuts and eggs to her breakfast. As a result, after just a few weeks, Maria's sleep significantly improved. She felt less anxious and had more energy during the day. Phone-free evenings helped her and her family bond more through stories and games. Maria said, "I used to think my phone helped me relax, but it actually stole my peace. When I set boundaries with it and focused on nutrition, I felt my life became much more fulfilling." These stories are vivid proof that controlling phone screen time and taking proper care of nutrition are not just theories, but concrete actions that yield real results. Be patient with yourself. Changing habits takes time and perseverance. Don't get discouraged if you can't implement everything immediately. Every small step is progress. Elders have a saying, "Health is gold." That's a timeless saying. Invest in your health today, because it's the most profitable investment in life. I hope that today's lengthy talk has provided you with a comprehensive and in-depth view of the topic, phone screen time. How much is enough for your health, and inspired you to start your journey of finding balance for yourself. If you found this video helpful and valuable, don't forget to hit the like button. Share it with your friends and family, who are also struggling with managing phone screen time and seeking a healthier life. And now, I'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or any questions you have about this topic. Have you ever been addicted to your phone? Do you have any tips for controlling phone screen time and taking care of your brain's health? Please leave a comment below this video. Let's create an open and positive sharing space together. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on other quality content in the future. We'll have many more exciting topics to explore together. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.